Hello there, and welcome back to Ipswich Town, the rebuild on Football Manager 2024. And we're going to start it off with some very good news. The board are delighted that you have achieved one of the objectives laid out in the club's vision 3 years ahead of schedule to become an established Premier Division team. As you'll see by the league table, we are very safe in the league, and mission is accomplished. Sixth in the league at the moment, 31 games played, 57 points. Probably got at least 7th wrapped up, and that is because of some pretty decent results. Been a bit of a mixed bag, as you can see. A 2-2 draw against Arsenal, who are one of those teams fighting for the top of the league. Jack Clark grabbing a double, and Martin Odegaard, and that Bukayo Saka 90+1 goal in added time was the only thing stopping us from getting all 3 points in this game. 1-0 defeat in this game. Harry Clark get a red card, and the Trent Alexander-Arnold goal being enough for Liverpool to get all 3 points. Another clean sheet and another goal for Jack Clark as we beat Brighton 1-0. Over to the Premier League champions, Manchester City. Just a bit outclassed. Didn't really show anything in this game. Shoulder up penalty after 11 minutes, and Liam Delap getting another goal. Get last a 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest. And in the last game, Joachim Andersen header from a set piece, meaning we come to our first defeat against a team we probably should have been beaten in quite a while, probably since that FA Cup game. Anyway, 2 games in this episode, both in the same week actually. Newcastle at home and West Ham at home. West Ham on the TV. Anyway, this is our team that we will play in our first game against Newcastle. Maybe don't put Jack Clark on that side. Liam Delap is going up front. Jack Clark on the left. Chaplin in the middle with Hutchinson on the right. Morsey and Phillips making up the midfield with Leif Davis, Greaves, Wolfenden and Harry Clark making up the defence with Chris Walton in goal. Right then, first highlight of the game, just 1 minute in. Defence builds up to Calvin Phillips, over to Hutchinson's right hand side. There's a bit of a moan about George Hurst not playing a lot, but does cross it in for Connor Chaplin, who puts it in the back of the net. Pretty easy first couple of minutes, and Newcastle are a pretty good team on full manager, and that's very surprising, but we'll definitely take it. To Leif Davis, a bit of central more than he usually is, and Liam Delap gets us 2-0 up. I said Newcastle were a decent team. We're putting them away like it's not even a challenge. Livramento for Newcastle's first real highlight of the game. Almiron takes on Leif Davis. Just get the opposite side of it. Dan Burn taking this one. Pedro up to Ricardo Horta. Walton was slightly out of his goal, but the shot was pretty tame, so that's an easy save. There's been a lot of Newcastle highlights since that second goal went in, but hopefully we didn't throw it away. Almiron taking on Leif Davis again. Hasn't really had the best luck against Leif Davis. Does get the cross. Greaves does tackle it, but in typical Football Manager style, Pedro Gonçalves delivers Newcastle a goal back into the game. For Chaplin, running through the middle, he's got plenty of options. Chooses Phillips, Hutchinson, left foot strike. Pope had absolutely no chance. His 8th goal of the season. And that is game sealed and done. 3 Premier League goals, 3 Premier League points are surely heading back to Portman Road. Quite a couple signings with FFP not being as big of a difference. And Joel Linton gets Newcastle one more. Don't throw this away from here. Surely not. It is a free kick to Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes just shaves the top of the net. And there it is. The 3 goals was enough. Probably didn't deserve to win that game, but it was pretty even. Maybe a draw was fair. A 3-2 win over Newcastle. Anyway, and our push for even Champions League places at this point is still on. Second game of the episode, we are at home again against West Ham. We are Ipswich. Same start 11 and bench for the last game. Did rest the players. Some of them aren't quite fully fit to play the full 90, but they're fit enough to start. First highlight of the game, 18 minutes in. Not quite an early goal from us. We are becoming the full margin version of Brentford. We are pressing them decently, but not quite enough to win the ball back. Liam Delap has quite success and does have success again. Jack Clark, can he get a shot off? He does. Areola tips it over the bar for a corner. Leaf Davis to take it? Yes. Left foot swings it in. Not really gonna attempt anything good. Jack Clark goes down, not a penalty. West Ham will counter attack. Rodriguez, not sure who he is. Lucas Paqueta, definitely know who he is. Down this left hand side. It's got a lot to do there. Just go back to Aguerd, to Rodriguez, Basagli. A couple of big wins in the Premier League. Manchester City beating Southampton 8-0. They did get 2 red cards. Somerville does win it back for West Ham. He is picking up an injury. Hopefully that's not a penalty. Up with the West Ham defence. They are putting us a bit under pressure. Harry Clark looks like he's gone down injured. Paqueta. Phillips does cover. Not enough though. Another penalty shout, and this one looks like it might be a penalty. Fulkrug, the big striker, goes down, and the referee looks like he's going to VAR for a possible penalty shout. And the penalty is awarded. Of course it is. Fulkrug, who did win the penalty, will take it, and Walton goes the wrong way. Our first goal we've conceded on an episode, I think, to take us into a defeating position. Connor Chaplin with the deep free kick, 63 minutes in, aimed for Wolfton, didn't quite get it. Alanga will pick up the pieces though. Looks like he was going to take it out for a throw in. Phillips to Wolfenden. Can we get ourselves at least a point in this game? Chaplin out to Alanga. In for the injured Hutchinson, who had to go off. Tonzabi, who does end up scoring. The 2 players that came on because of injuries linked up, and it's West Ham 1, Ipswich 1, 64 minutes in, and maybe we can even turn this one around for all the 3 points. Since the first minute in, West Ham do have the ball yet again. Liam Delap wins it from a loose ball. Jack Clark to Liam Delap. It's the crossbar. Alanga can't quite get there. And can't quite get there for the build-up. Our point is shared at Portman Road as Ipswich draw with West Ham. We did slightly edge that, but a draw is probably fair. As we got a win from last game, I'm not too fussed with a draw in this game. But it looks like we had a pretty decent episode. A win and a draw. Not too bad. Anyway, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.